Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Do you know that we're gonna use the VOOV meeting instead of Zoom meeting?
Yes.
Do you install the VOOV meeting?
Um,
Okay, so today we're gonna learn to Zoom. If you didn't install. How is today? Really long time to see.
Good.
Check all the tests in school.
Yes, I. Yes, I.
You took all the tests.
Yes.
Oh, you finished the final test.
No.
Oh.
I have two tests.
You have two more tests.
Yes.
Do you take the English test?
On is Monday. Monday.
On Monday next week. Okay.
Yeah.
So today we will move on to the new part of Unit 7 of digital word, which is grammar. Okay, so we've been through vocabulary and word skills, and today we're gonna learn grammar. Okay. So I think that we've already discussed this problem, which is past simple. So do you remember past simple, like the verbs and the structure and the format and kind of forms? Do you remember?
Past simple is to what to?
Yeah, that's right. So today we're gonna learn the irregular verbs in past simple. So what is the irregular verb? Irregular verbs in past simple means that you will have to change completely the verbs. For example, go in present, we're gonna change into when in past simple. So when here is called the irregular verb. Okay, so when is the irregular verb? And find in present, we're gonna change into found. So found is an irregular verb. Okay. Some verbs have irregular past simple forms, and there are no spelling rules for these forms, so you need to learn them as vocabulary. Okay. And the affirmative form of the past simple is the same for all person. Okay. The verb be, and the verb be is the only verb with two irregular past simple form, which is was and were. Okay, so was and were are irregular verbs of to be verb. Right. So that is some kind of ways for us to know about irregular verbs. Okay, so here are some irregular verbs. We have be, was and were, become, became, begin, began, break, broke, bring, brought, build, built, So we have 365 irregular verbs. So that is just some irregular verbs that we usually encounter. But actually, there are more than this. There are 365. That means you have to learn. I think you should have a book, a irregular verb books. 365 irregular verbs. We have a small kind of irregular verbs book like this, very small, and it has not only the irregular verbs in past simple but also in past perfect, like past, present, past, and past participle. They have 3 columns. So in the past simple, it is the second column, and in past participant, past participle, it is the third column. Okay, so I think that you should buy one book like that to learn all day and to learn every day.
Sure. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So that is the table that we should just read through this one, and then we're gonna practice some exercise. Okay. We have 2 forms of past simple, which is negative and interrogative. With the affirmative, we use all the same subjects like this. The affirmative form for all person, including singular and plural, but with the negative and interrogative, it has some differences. Okay, so with the negative, so we form the past simple negative with didn't and then add the verb infinitive. For example, the affirmative form is I went to school, but the negative form is I didn't go to school. Means if you use didn't, you don't change the verb. The verb has to be infinitive. Right? The second one is the interrogative, which is easy. Put did in front of the question and then the subject. I, we, you, they, she, he, it, and then the verb without to or the verb infinitive. Okay, so the short answer is did did you play football? Yes, I did, or no, I didn't. Okay, so that is the answers for the interrogative. Here you can see the negative and the interrogative. There are some examples here.
Okay.
For task 1, now we have a passage here. Now you are going to read this one and then find all the past simple forms of the verbs. Okay, and tell me which are regular verbs and which are irregular verbs. Do you finish?
Yes.
Yes?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so tell me which are regular verbs.
The regular verb is try.
Try this one.
Mm. Dreamed.
Dream. Are you sure? Dream have two types of changing. So we have dream, you can add ed or you can add a t. Dreamed or dreamed.
Dream.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And upward. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So which are irregular verbs? You can see a lot of irregular verbs.
Yes. First is made.
Yeah. Can you say again?
Made. Made.
Made. I have to find made this one.
Fail.
Fail. Fell. Fell off the roof.
Fail. And broke.
Broke his leg.
Became. Went.
Went.
Found.
Try. Can you say again?
Found. Began.
Can.
And began to make aeroplane. Became.
Became. I can find it. Where is it?
Began to make aeroplane in his bedroom.
Began. I thought you became.
And drew up. Built. And drew. Saw.
Saw.
and took,
Took.
and had, had,
This one is had as well.
yeah,
Anything else? I think we have 3 more.
mm,
3 more irregular verbs and 1 more irregular verb.
in regular verb is work,
Yes, this is the regular verb.
mm,
3 more irregular verbs.
got,
That's right. You find it.
mm,
2 more. So we have read, 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 and dream, dream. This is really surprised. So dream is an irregular verb. You can add ed or you can add t after dream because it is an irregular verb. Let me write it for you. We have dream can be or dream. Like learned, learn. Learn, it can be learned or learned. They are irregular verbs. Okay, I think it's enough.
yes,
Okay, very good. So finish with task 1 and move on to task 2. We have matching the irregular verb. Okay, so the past simple form of become is
It's became.
And begin.
Became is began.
Began. Break.
Right? Is broke.
Broke. Build.
Built.
Built. Draw.
Uh, draw. Drew.
Or
Now is smile. Found. Got.
got. Go.
Went.
When.
Had.
Hat. Make.
Made.
Made. Read.
Read.
Read. It doesn't change it, but we change the pronunciation. Change the ways to pronounce. Read, read, read. See,
See. Saw.
check,
Took.
check. Okay, easy one. These are some very common ones that we use it for every reading or every English lesson. And it's kind of very common. Can you complete our sentences here with the past simple forms of the verbs? So choose one of these words and then put it in the correct blank. You finish?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
What is the answer for number one?
Number one is I I did did did
I did a
I did a lot of housework before school this day.
number two.
We we saw a great film at the cinema last night.
I saw a good film at the cinema. My sister
My sister went to Paris for, for the weekend.
went to Paris.
I found an old memory stick on my bedroom floor. She, she took a lot of photos during the holiday. We spoke,
We
spoke
spoke. Okay. So that's it for the task 3, kind of easy about passenger. Do you think it is easy?
yes,
Easy, right? Easy.
yes.
I think it's really easy. Okay. So just notice here, this some several past simple forms end in ot or ot. And these endings are pronounced ot. They are all pronounced ot. Ot. Okay. That's just about the pronunciation. When you encounter these two endings, they are pronounced ot. Okay, like coat, thought, brought, caught, taught. They are pronounced ot. Yeah. Can you complete the sentences here with the past simple form of the verbs here? The British and Americans are the same signed in the Second World War. We remember to put it in the past simple.
No. Okay.
Good. So what is the answer for number 1? What do you think?
Fault.
Fault. So fight changed to fault. Okay. Can you read the whole sentence, please?
The British and Americans fought on the same side in the Second World War.
Good. Number 2.
We bought a new car about a month ago.
Okay, so remember the sound. Bought. 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 Okay. We bought a new car about a month ago.
And touch.
Right? Now remember the sound. Or. Ought.
I took.
Taught. And taught. Number 4. Now, can you read this one for me?
Thought about my cousin yesterday because it was her birthday. Taught. Taught. Taught.
Means thought. You mean think into thought.
Yes.
It means like this. Are you sure? So
Yes.
I thought about my cousin yesterday because it was her birthday. Do you know what thought means? Thought is teach.
Yeah.
Yes. So how can I thought about my cousin?
Is taught.
Yes, they have to change the position. This one is thought, and this one is taught. Okay. For number 5,
Brought.
remember the sound? Brought.
Brought.
Brought. I brought my homework to school, but now I can't find it. And number 6.
Caught.
We caught the train at 6 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so remember all the sounds here, all the words here are pronounced all. Fought, bought, bought, taught, brought, and caught. Okay, we just learned it here. Okay, so I think that because the Zoom has their limited like 40 minutes, so I think that we will stop our lesson here today for like 2 minutes earlier. Okay, because the Zoom is limited. Next time, I hope that you can go on the OOV. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have any question for today's lesson?
No, I understand.
Okay, today's lesson is quite relaxing, right? It's not too challenging.